Okay, so we have seen few of built-in modules yesterday. Which are the built-in modules that we have seen yesterday?
OS module,
OS model, sys model, and math
sys module,
models.
math module.
Smart
Right.
movies.
So these,
Math.
I mean, not just these, there are many other built-in modules, right? These will come along with when you install Python. These also gets installed. I mean, these will be available by default when you install Python, right? At the same time, not every module is available when you install, right? So there are a lot of other packages that are there and that needs to be installed. They don't get along with the Python. So which means they all needs to be installed. So does anything that you want to talk to SQL DB, you need to install a respective library. You need to install a respective library. So how do I know where are these libraries? How do I install them? So that we will see for the first half of this session. All right. So first thing is we have lot of packages. Where do we have all of these packages? There is a website called pypy.org, right? Which means Python Packaging Index, right? There is a website called pypy. And you can install all of those packages that are available in this website using an option called pip, using a option called pip. Okay. So if you say pip, right, it is a package that would have come to you when you have installed Python. That would be available as a command on your terminal. Now you can just say pip install followed by package name. Any external modules, you know what is a package, right? It which basically contains set of modules, a group of modules, right? And anybody who is making a particular package available, obviously it will have a multiple modules, and we need to install that package. And that package for us to be installed, that should be available in this website, in this CDN. Okay, this basically helps us to install that. People would have updated their packages onto this website, and we will just say pip install on the package name. It would go to that website and installs all the required software for us, right? That packages, right? Can you all open your terminal and just type pip hyphen hyphen version and tell me the version number? From the terminal, from the command line, just you can just open your command line and type pip space hyphen hyphen version. And can you tell me what is the version that you have? Right, you can open your terminal either through the PyCharm or the regular terminal. You can just say pip hyphen
3.10, sir.
hyphen version. It would basically give you the version name. Wait, this is taking time, right? So here pip version that this is a Python version, all right? So pip version would be something like this, 23.1 or 2021, whichever is basically available for you. So this will be the pip version. So if you're able to see this, you have the pip installed already. Yeah, I hope everybody
Yes,
can see
sir.
that response.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes,
how
sir.
do I install a certain package? Where did I tell certain packages would be available, right? In the pypy.org. Hold on a second. Let me connect to my other screen. I'll show you. Okay, you all can see this, right? pypy.org. So pypy meaning Python package index. Okay, Python package index. So the short form pypy.org is where you can see lot of packages that doesn't come with the Python installation. And if you require that to be installed, so people would generally upload their particular package onto this website, and we using which you can always download and install into your Python environment. Okay, so now if you see here, right, there are like, how many projects are there? Like, 4,76,788 projects that are available, right? You can see, you can basically see like, the list of projects and everything. Right, so installing, how do I install a packages? So right, they're basically saying, well, how do you check a version? This first you need to have a Python, then you need to, how do you check a Python version? We just checked pip hyphen hyphen version, which basically gave us a certain version number, which means it is there, which means it is there. Right, so how do I install certain setup tools? Like, let us just try to install these things. Let us just try to install these packages. You can install one package, or okay, let us do one thing, pip install setup tools. Okay, let me go back to the right. So if I want to know what is the installations that we have done using pip, we can just say pip list. Okay, see this already by default, it has something called setup tools and wheel. Okay, these packages are already there by default. Okay, now we are going to install few more things, few more things. So how do we say that? Right, pip install. So there is a particular package called camel case. I am trying to install that, pip install, and there is a package name. How do I know if this package is actually there? Right, it is anyways installing it, but let me just go to this website and show you if that is available or not. So in this you can always search, okay, do I have this camel case here? Right, let me search. Right, if you see here, there is a particular thing called camel case, right? This is a package, this is a package. How do I install this? Pip install camel case. That is what we have done. Right, it's a simple thing. It just converts a particular given string to camel casing, right? Given string to camel casing, right? Now, after installing, you can always import it. You can always import it. Now, let us see what happens. Okay, one moment. Right now, let me just do pip list again. Now, along with this three, do we have camel case also listed here?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, let me try uninstalling it. If I have to uninstall any of the package that is installed via pip, we are going to say pip uninstall camel case. The same package name that you have used. After installing, if you just say pip list again, right now the camel case is gone. Right. Now let me install that again. And before installing, let me create one package or name it as external modules. And within that, I'm going to create one file, Python file. Right, see, if you see here, I'm saying external modules, another file, I just named it as third-party modules. Right, so what I'm trying to tell here is that either you can call it anything that is not internal to Python is basically called as external. Anything that is not given default by the Python is, you can also call it as a third party. Right, someone else is giving it to you. Right, let us try import camel case. Right, and let me try executing this. Let me try executing this. What does it say? Module not found error, no module, because Python doesn't have camel case by default in it. Right. So if we want this to be working, then obviously we'll have to install that. how do we install? We'll say pip install
Camel case.
camel case. And now this would actually install it. This would actually install it. Now let us try running this same thing. Now I have installed. Let's ensure that I'll run this. Okay, it is not throwing any error, which means I was able to successfully install this. Right. Now I'm going to take certain text as an input, or maybe I'll just give some text here. This. Okay. Now I want to convert this to a camel case. Camel case we know, right? So every other word should start with the uppercase, right? C is equal to get us camel case. Camel case dot camel case. I just created one object, right? C dot pump is a function which I can pass the text into this. Updated is equal to this. Then I'm going to convert this. Let us see what is updated. Let us run this. Right? Do you see the difference between the input and the output now?
Yes,
See,
sir.
the is converted is, so it basically does certain thing, right? Is, was, those things it will not convert it to uppercase, but this, the, session, for, pip, packages, everything, the first letter is converted to uppercase. But if you see here, it is a lowercase here in the input string, but whereas the output string is basically converted to a camel case, right? Now, this is what a external package does. So this feature is not there in Python. So what we did, so there, of course, there is a title casing, right? For us, it will convert it to a title casing, but camel casing is title casing. It converts every word's first character to uppercase, but camel casing applies certain rules on top of it. It looks for certain grammatical things also, right? But however, right, so if you want to do this camel casing thing, you need a camel case package, right? If you, how do you get a camel case package? So obviously you looked up into the PyPy index, it was available, and then you installed from it. So how did you install? You used pip and you said pip install in the package name, and that got installed. And once it is installed, you will be able to get these installations. You'll be able to use the camel casing code only after installing that particular camel casing package. Are we clear?
Clear, sir.
Clear, sir.
And
Clear,
if you
sir.
want to see what packages that you have installed, there are one, you can just say pip list, right? So which gives you the list of packages and the respective versions included. And another thing is pip freeze. Pip freeze. If you say pip freeze also, it does the same thing. But if it doesn't show these default ones, it doesn't show the default ones. It will only show whatever you have installed apart from this default ones, apart from this default ones. Clear? Always remember any package that you are trying to install via pip, ensure that that package should be available in the PyPy index. Otherwise, you will not be able to install it.